When severe weather hits, real-time information can sometimes mean the difference between life and death.
Live chase! He's going full send into the wall cloud!
A new generation of online storm chasers is changing how we get that crucial information.
I'm not seeing much rotation at all.
Meet Ryan Hall, a digital marketer who has been interested in weather for as long as he can remember.
Years and years of just being absolutely obsessed with the weather. You can ask my parents when I didn't watch the Disney Channel when I was younger. I watched the Weather Channel.
It was a weather event in his own backyard that inspired him to start a YouTube channel at the beginning of this year.
We got a big snowstorm here last Christmas, and it got me super inspired and like into weather again. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. I'm gonna go all out and see what happens here.
This 27-year-old from Pineville, Kentucky transformed his man cave into a weather cave. The room in his house is tricked out with high-speed weather computers, flashing lights, and weather warning sirens. His YouTube channel attracts as many as 300,000 views during his severe weather live streams.
I just take all of the information that the National Weather Service provides. I take forecast model data and I analyze that for people, and I try to digest it and put it in terms that more people can understand, and just kind of go a little bit more in depth than your average weather forecaster or analyzer would, to get people who are interested in the weather more information that they may not be able to get themselves.
Ryan is just one of many YouTubers who take it to social media and the internet when severe weather strikes. Meet 19-year-old Nate Snyder. This weather enthusiast from Pennsylvania started his YouTube channel 2 years ago.
I got my inspiration mainly from watching a bunch of news corporations, whether it was my local news or some other corporations that are a bit more worldwide. And I thought it was really cool to where they could be able to look at radar and be able to tell people what specifically was happening on that screen. And so that's how I got my inspiration to start a YouTube channel. I wanted to do the same exact thing.
After attending a weather camp at Penn State, Nate realized that tracking the weather was his dream.
That was the signifying moment for me that, hey, I like this. This is exactly what I want to do. And just by moving forward, I want to see if I can enhance my skills and try and help people.
And they can't do it alone. With the power of YouTube behind them, their real-time weather warnings reach a much wider audience.
Having that big following there, and having them out there sharing the stream and getting it out to as many people as possible, I know for a fact has gotten these streams out in front of people who were in the direct path of tornadoes and got to shelter only because they saw my video shared somewhere.
There could be some instances where power could be out and there still could be service in some areas to where people could be on their mobile devices like phones.
And it can be lucrative. Monies earned through ad revenue and viewer donations is typically used to support the channels and upgrade equipment. In fact, Ryan built his own storm-chasing vehicle. The price tag? $150,000.
There's a ton of weather instrumentation on that thing. There's a hygrometer, a barometer, an anemometer, a wind vane, every single thing that you could possibly need to measure weather parameters is on that vehicle.
These weather fanatics don't just sit in front of a computer, they jump into action at moment's notice, and of course, it's all caught on camera.
We actually did not know where this thing was going, and so we really just tried to get out of the way of it more or less, but even then, there was just so much rain and hail around that we could not see anything whatsoever.
The clouds were like bread dough and somebody was just twisting it.
Just by me seeing basically a very rare episode of severe weather and being able to cover it live was just absolutely phenomenal to witness.
I just hope that I can continue to do this for as long as possible. This is my passion. This is what I love to do.
And helping people is their ultimate goal.
I believe that what we're doing on YouTube is extremely vitally important in getting warnings out to people very quickly. There's a lot of people out there who only consume media on YouTube. They don't have any other social media. They don't have cable TV or anything like that. So if I pop up on their recommended feed, I may be the only way that they get the warning.
We try to help save lives.